Friends, there was once a TV program telecast from Pakistan with the name हम सब उम्मीद से हैं।
ये ऐसे नहीं उठेगी। रेशम जी, जो एक्टर जितना ज्यादा मेकअप पे टाइम लगाती है ना, उसका मतलब होता है कि उसकी उम्र उतनी ज्यादा है।
हाय, मैं तो पिछले 1 घंटे से तैयार हूँ। मेकअप पे तो मैंने कभी 5 मिनट से ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लिया। चल जा कन्वींस लेके आ, चिंगची ना लेके। अच्छा। हाय, मेरा मसला शादी और मसला कश्मीर पता नहीं कब हल होना है। कल मेरी इमरान खान से शादी हो गई, क्या पता मुझसे इस्तीफा ही मांग ले। सलमान खान से कर लेती है बेचारा। ये भी
I do not know whether that program still continues or has been discontinued, but the name and the sentence "हम सब उम्मीद से हैं" has acquired new significance and new meaning in the context of the reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir by the government of India. Now the entire Pakistan, including its people, government, army, press reporters, politicians, and whoever calls himself Pakistani, are with the ummeed that there will be serious rioting in Jammu and Kashmir and that India will face humiliation.
पुलवामा टाइप इंसिडेंट होगा, मैं आज पेशेंट को ही करता हूं।
This desperation of the Pakistanis can be understood. Pakistan was formed by the partition of India on a two-nation theory, according to which the Hindus and Muslims could not live together. This theory has been thrown to the winds by the peaceful existence of Hindus and Muslims in India, as well as by the division of Pakistan into Bangladesh and the present-day Pakistan. Now, one reason for the survival of Pakistan, through which they sustain a lot of energy, is the terrorism that they have been spreading through Jammu and Kashmir. Over the past couple of decades, Pakistan has been trying hard to convert Jammu and Kashmir into a brewery of terrorism. This is what makes Pakistan's interest and participation in Jammu and Kashmir something dangerous for the entire world. And that is why the world should today stand with India in its measures to improve the situation. During recent times, ISIS had started entering Jammu and Kashmir, and this was not good for the world.
Times Now exclusive report for days now. The ISIS flag has been spotted in various parts of Jammu and Kashmir. It is an occurrence that even has the government and separatists stumped. But now, on Times Now, we are breaking the ISIS Jammu and Kashmir myth in this investigative report.
These are paths less travelled, areas which only a few dare to venture into. But as the mystery over the ISIS link in the Kashmir Valley deepens, Times Now travels deep into these areas in search of the truth.
Here in Times Now, we are traveling to the old part of Srinagar city and we'll try to find out the source of the ISIS flag.
In almost every street demonstration that the valley has witnessed in the last 1 month, the ISIS flag, the ISIS banner has surfaced.
The growth of terrorism promotes Pakistan because it gives it an identity different from other Muslim nations which are peace-loving and are progressing in their own way. Pakistan's desperation, therefore, can be understood, but it's very difficult to understand the desperation of some Indian political parties and so-called intellectuals.
Momentarily, you think you've scored a victory. The drum beats that you will hear on the streets will certainly encourage you to believe that you have scored a signal victory, or as one of the honourable members said, you have corrected, quote unquote, a so-called injustice of history. You are wrong, and history will prove you to be wrong, and future generations will realize what a grave mistake this House is making today.
Many of these intellectuals don't inspire by their brilliance. They shine more by the sparks of the unusual comment, the angry comment, the provocative comment, the anti-comment that they give. I wish India develops more true intellectuals who can go beyond their own personal interests and their personal agendas. It is therefore the duty of all of us to work together, stand by the government today, create an atmosphere that is favorable to a resolution of the problems of Jammu and Kashmir. And when I talk of resolution of the problems of Jammu and Kashmir, I don't subscribe to the so-called theory of talks. Talk with whom? Does one talk with those people who put conditions, who have an axe to grind, for whom people do not matter? Should the government talk to those people who have held the nation ransom for so many years? No. Resolution means gradual creation of an atmosphere of peace, an atmosphere of positive development, an atmosphere which is constructive, creative, based on talent and skills, and based on fellow feeling. We can all work together to do that. The government takes decisions. It is for us to take those decisions to their final end point and to their final realization and fulfillment. We are 130 crore Indians, and each of us is like drops in an ocean. And when the drops change their color, the color of the ocean will change. Let us all work together. I have started this group, My Nation, My People, with the idea of taking up current issues which are important for the society and to generate positivity. Join me, give your ideas, send me your videos, but let those videos move us towards progress, towards resolution of issues, towards self-development, towards health, towards growth. Let us all work together to change India into the best country in the world. We should not only be a world power in terms of weapons, economy, etc. We should also be world's cultural power, because India is an ancient country with a very great culture. Let us follow that culture. Let us not forget it. Let us not be carried away by small breezes created by people who have vested interests, who are so-called intellectuals without intellect. Thank you very much, and Jai Hind.